Hey guys, welcome back for another adventure. Out here for a quick solo trip, just myself, and it's just an overnighter. I struggled hard to get out here in the winter this year. Just stuff with the military, stuff with the family. We got the flu last month and that took me out for a solid week. My wife out for a solid week, and I had to get out of the house. This cabin fever was hitting me hard. So far the weather's cooperating with us. It was supposed to rain pretty much all day, and it's supposed to be like in the 30s. Believe it or not, winter around here lasts all the way into April sometimes. You get those, I call them false springs. You'll get a day where it's 70, and then 3 days later, it'll be 30 or maybe even in the 20s. Big thing tonight is going to be making the food. So I decided to bring out some good food to make tonight. I'm real excited. And we're trying out these GOSO pans that I got. And I mean, I am super excited. We'll get into that later, but for now, I got to finish setting up the camper, get some things dialed in, get this awning out for when the rain does kind of come out to us, and then hopefully relax for a little bit. It's gonna be a good adventure. I hope you stick around. Let's go. Well, I had my first casualty here. So normally this would be my quick connect, plugs into there, and I got a little extra faucet with a sprayer, and kind of just hangs out in here ready to go. However, yeah, the head unit broke when I was at home, so I don't have it. Luckily, I found out those head units are like 10 bucks, 12 bucks. So I got 2 of them on the way. I have to be honest, I don't know if anybody saw it. I don't know how well the camera captured it when I was coming in here, but this road is all mud. So I just cleaned my trailer when I took it out of the garage, which, by the way, I have a pro tip on that. I'm going to put a video out there on how to actually get that grime off of it. You'll wash it completely clean. The mud will be pretty much off of there from what you can tell, but then it dries and you can see the after effect of the mud. It's weird, but I found a way to clean it up and make it just like it's brand new. So I'll have a little pro tip coming out on that video. More importantly though, this is actually a pretty steep entrance. You can see how high this is, kinda, and it kind of levels out a little bit there, but it's pretty aggressive, and then it literally goes right back down right after it. So I don't know if you can really get another style trailer back in here, to be honest. It was articulating pretty good. It's coming down now. coming down pretty good. But I got my chair, got my awning, got my music, and I got my fridge sitting right there. Not a bad way to enjoy the rain. We are going to get dinner going. Now, I'm real excited about this dinner because my wife and I actually made this for date night, I don't know, 2-3 nights ago. And hopefully it'll turn out as good as it did then. But it'll be tough to beat it, that's for sure. It was really, really good. I've got these new pans here, and they are carbon steel. And I've got them already seasoned up relatively okay. When I use them a little bit more, they'll get even more seasoned up. But this is a company called GOSO Cookware. And I actually am really excited about these pans. They are pans that you could actually use at home just as much as you could use out in the bush. All right, let's get some of this bacon going on in here. Alright, while that's cooking, I've got this bag of chicken, and I just added a bunch of herbs and everything in there. Salt, pepper, garlic, and some Italian seasoning. And then I've got some flour in there. They're pretty good and crispy. I'm going to pull that off. Let's add some chicken in there. Yeah, so what I really like about this handle right here is it's nice for storage that it's not on there all the time, but then I can use it intermittently, and I can even lock it on there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Now, some of the benefits of carbon steel like this is when you have a good quality carbon steel, it's just the right amount of thickness that it's going to really take the heat. It gives you a good even heat. Kind of think of cast iron a little bit, but lighter. So cast iron, you can't just move it around like this. Whereas with carbon steel, you kind of get the benefits of cast iron, but it's also lighter. Alright, that should be good right there. We're just going to put the chicken in with the bacon, and we're going to throw some onions in there. Let's get them going. I want to crisp them up. Put some garlic down. Grab a knife here and just kind of work this up here. Let's try to get this garlic in there now. Alright, now once you start smelling that garlic really starting to hit the air, now it's the next step, and I've got myself some roasted pepper here. You don't have to use roasted pepper, but that's what we decided to use. We're just going to add that in there. Alright, now we're going to add in some broth. While that's coming up to temp, let's add in some of these tortellinis. Now the key is to make sure you scrape the bottom of this pan. Get all the stuff that's underneath it off the bottom. We want that. It's good flavor. And it also helps clean it for later, the pan. Alright, let's get some seasonings in here now. That's good. Salt, pepper, garlic, and some Italian. This has some red pepper flakes, which I really, really like in there. And let's go in with a little heavy cream in there. Not too much, just a little bit more maybe. And then obviously with any dish, you gotta have a little greenery in there. So I got some spinach. You gotta have cheese. Parmesan is the trick here for me. And I don't mind adding as much as I got. So last step, I just add the chicken and the bacon back in there. And we'll stir that in. Oh man, you gotta smell this. All right, guys, look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. That's got it all. Oh, oh man. Wow. Rachel and I are gonna have to do some more date nights and bring some of these out here. I mean, being able to cook with that kitchen, with those pans that I have now, I should be able to cook just like I do at home out here. Maybe spruce it up a little bit. This is a dish. This is phenomenal. Well, good morning, everybody. What a perfect night. So the weather actually held out for me pretty good last night. I was able to sit by the fire, well past dark, and basically used all my firewood and enjoyed it, and then went back into the camper and just kind of relaxed in here, watched a little movie, and then went to sleep. I haven't camped in a while, so some of the simple things you forget. And one of those big things was water runoff. So I set up my camper kind of at an angle off this main path, mainly because I wanted to be looking out my back towards this way and my side towards that way for the fire, so I didn't have to look at this gargantuan mess back here. I mean, it is just a pigsty. I mean, zoom in a little bit. Look, there's a couch, all this garbage. So with all the rain that I got, I mean, this thing's pretty deep to a point that, my shoe almost gets stuck in that. And that's right where I gotta cook. And then to the side here, that happened over there too. It's just a mess. All right, I'm all packed up. Too much mud. The weather is really nice. I am just in my long sleeve, and to be honest, I could probably go to my short sleeve. So I don't know where this warm temperature came from. I don't know. I'm going to go and enjoy the day. I'm going to go check out some of these sites I wanted to check out. And then after that, I'll probably zoom over to one of my campgrounds I like. And it's closed, but they got a nice parking lot. So I'll go over there and just hang out, make some breakfast. All right, now I'm off of another forest road. I'm actually just walking it because it's closed. I mean, I could come down here if I wanted, but kind of wanted just to walk in this nice warm weather. And found this spot, and I happen to know another YouTuber that's been here. I recognize it, and he loves burning trash. I know that. But these people obviously didn't feel like burning it. I don't know why not. If you're going to have a fire and have garbage, just burn it all up. Don't leave it there. But yeah, this is a decent spot. I could back the trailer in. If I push it to this side as far as I can, I would have enough room for my awning kind of right here. And then I'd probably be far enough away from the campfire and probably be okay. But it's a little tight. All right, here's another spot. But holy camole, talk about a mud pit. I mean, I don't know if that's... I'll have to grab a stick and see if there's anything hard underneath there to get any grip, but this thing is sopping wet over here. You almost got like a whole nother one right there. But if you park right at the beginning and you're just tent camping, it's actually not bad back here. You're up on a little bit of an incline, and you can easily set up a nice tent over there. Yeah. I don't know, just the parking sucks. All right, guys. Well, I made it over here to one of my favorite little camp spots. Actually, it was open, which it is really strange that it's open this early, because online it says it doesn't open till like May or something. But it's open. There's actually somebody back there camping, and I noticed that there were other people that had camped here in the past. So that's pretty neat. But I got the day use area, so I'll just park in the parking lot, make myself some breakfast, and then just probably go sit at a picnic table, or maybe even sit right here and just have a little breakfast before heading home. All right, well, that worked out pretty good. One of them did break when I flipped it, but the other one came out good. Time to eat up. All right, one of the nice things about these pans is how easily these things clean up. And mine already kind of scraped off pretty good, but typically what I would do is I just go like this with this. This had no soap on it. It's got nothing on there. This is a little bit of a Brillo pad, but it's light. It's a very light Brillo pad. This side is nice and smooth. So typically if I have nothing I need to take off of it, I just use that side, put that back. Then I dry it off. All right, so once you're done wiping everything out, the next thing that you got to do is take this and put some oil on there. It keeps it from rusting. So I just take a little paper towel. I use some grapeseed oil. You can use any oil you got. And you just put it on there. And then you coat all along the inside. And then you don't forget, you gotta do the outside. Now, I'm not coating it a lot. There is very little oil on here. And that's it. This thing's ready to go. All right, so that's breakfast and cleanup real quick. The weather's starting to change a little bit, just a little bit of sprinkles. And the weather report, now that I actually have cell service where I'm at, does show that it's gonna rain the rest of the day. So I'm sitting underneath the galley, which is nice because you get just enough of a reprieve from any of those little sprinkles. And I'm going to drink this, look out at these woods, relax for a little bit, and then head home. So I appreciate everybody staying tuned, watching to the end. And till next time, I'll see you.